Look at that shirt. Yes, you are seeing this correctly. This is, in fact, a Ruby and Attack on Titan crossover. Fucking best shirt I have. Anyway, what's up, guys? Here we are, finally, with the long-awaited Q&A. I'm actually keeping my promise. That's a good sign of things to come, hopefully. Anyway, let's just cut all the bullshit and go right into the rapid-fire questions, alright? Number 1, where am I from? I was born in Trinidad. I moved up to America when I was 10, and I've been living here ever since. How old am I? I am 23. Might come as a surprise, but yeah, I'm 23. How tall am I? I am 6'2", I believe. Sex? I'm a guy. I thought that was obvious. Guess there's some really dense people out there. Anyway, what do I study? Right now I am going to school for psychology. I don't want to be a psychologist, but, you know, I'm in too deep, and degree's a degree, even if it's fucking useless. Where do I work? Right now I work part-time for minimum wage at a dry cleaner. Nothing special. I'm not rich. Trust me, I am not rich. I am not making some mad cash or anything. Ass or titties? Obviously, this is the most important question that anybody's ever asked me. Honestly, I don't know why people, like, care so much about this kind of thing, but if I had to choose between the two, I guess I'd say ass. Because I don't really care that much for, I mean, boobs are nice, but I don't really care. But if I'm completely honest, I'm more of a thigh guy. Alright, next question. Do I stream? Will I ever stream? Right now I do not stream. And I would like to change that, but right now I just can't. You know, I need to pay bills, which means I need to work. I can't dedicate all of my time to YouTube because it just doesn't make enough money for me to pay my bills. So I need to keep working so that I can continue to be alive, which will help me make my videos. I can't really make videos if I'm dead. So right now I can't stream. Because I want to be a consistent streamer. I don't want to be someone that just streams like one game and then leaves, because right now that's all I can manage. I don't want to do that. I want to be able to stream for a couple hours. I want to have a schedule when I stream. Anyway, to answer your question, no, I don't stream right now. I would like to change that, but at the moment it is just impossible for me. A couple people asked me what the donations to my Patreon are going to go to. First off, if you didn't know, Patreon is a monthly thing. It's not just like a one-time donation thing. So if you didn't know that, just keep that in mind, okay? Don't say I didn't tell you. Keep that in mind. I'm sure you should have at least read the thing before as you donated. That it's a monthly thing. As for what it's gonna go for, if it's gonna go towards the channel or if it's gonna go to me, honestly, it's both. Like, there's no separation there. If you're not comfortable with that, by all means, don't donate. It's perfectly fine. I just put it up there for people who wanted to donate. It is perfectly fine if you are not comfortable with it, okay? I'm not gonna beg you for money. And like I said, by the way, I wrote everything on the Patreon. So if you actually want to know, go and read on the Patreon. It's all there. I'm very transparent on that. So just go ahead if you're interested. If not, no big deal. This is a good question. Will there ever be non-League videos on my channel? Yes, I hope so. In the immediate future, no. It's probably going to stick to just League for right now because I do this part-time. I don't really have time to start to venture out into other games right now. But I consider Trinimmortal to be a gaming channel, not just a League of Legends channel. It will always be League of Legends focused, but I do plan to eventually start playing other games on my channel. It's probably never going to be an anime channel though, or a dance channel. So, you know, if you were thinking that maybe I'll start to do like anime reviews and stuff, I don't really want to do that. Not everybody likes anime. I love anime, but not everybody likes anime, and I respect that, okay? I don't think you need to like anime to like my content. I could be wrong, but I really don't think so. I don't want to make it so that I alienate half of my audience. So if I wanted to do anime videos, I would make a separate channel. I don't have any plans to make a separate channel right now, so do not expect anything like that from me. But as far as other games go, yes, I do plan on eventually getting around to that if I eventually go full-time with this. Next question. I get this a lot. What do I use to edit? I use Movie Studio Platinum, I believe. It's pretty cheap, it's pretty effective, pretty easy to use. So, you know, I use that. My mic is the G-Track USB studio condenser mic with audio thing. It's pretty good. I use Audacity to record the audio, and I use Shadowplay to record the gameplay. By the way, if you've ever wondered what the hell that green blinking light in the top left corner, I don't know what side it's going to be on, but if you ever wonder what that was, that's shadow play. I don't know why the hell it blinks, but that's what it is. Next question, I got this a lot. Do I ever do fan games? How can you play with me? Yes, I do fan games, occasionally. I've done it, but I do them spontaneously, and I do it on Twitter. So if you don't follow my Twitter, that's why you don't know about this. But basically, if I find the time that I just have no anime to watch or no videos to make or whatever, then I just announce on Twitter, hey, I'm doing some fan games, tweet me some of the names, and I will add you. And yeah, that's what I do. I've done it a couple times so far. I don't really get to do it that often. It's only been like, I think once a month maybe. And I do play on NA, so I can only do it for NA players right now. I do plan on making an EU account. I just haven't had the time to actually get around and start leveling a stupid account now. So eventually I do plan on being able to do fan games for the EU people, but for right now, I can really only do it for NA. But if you want to know when I do fan games, follow me on Twitter, and that is how you will be able to play with me. What happened to the Fight the Meta series? Alright, nothing really happened to it. It's not as important as the Last Pick series or the Beat League series. And as you guys probably know, I only have a certain amount of time to be able to work on videos. So if I had to choose between, you know, Last Pick, a Beat League, and Fight the Meta, I'm gonna choose Beat League and Last Picks over Fight the Meta, because really it wasn't bad, but it's not that great. It needs some work. I do plan on continuing the series eventually, but like I said in the initial video, that's a series that's only gonna have a couple videos every now and then. Granted, I did plan on releasing them more often than I have, which is once and then never again. So nothing really happened to it. I'm sure you'll see an episode eventually, but right now, you know, now that I have a Beat League and a Last Pick coming out every other week and stuff, I really only have time to work on like one other video per week. And after this week, the next big video that I'm going to plan on trying to make is going to be the Yasuo guide. Speaking of which, if you're wondering, I know a lot of people have been asking for Yasuo guides from me for a long time. Yes, it is coming eventually. I don't know when it's coming. I've only started to kind of start brainstorming on it, but I want to make sure that I do it right, because I'm only going to get one shot at it. So it will come out when it's ready. Naturally, this was the most asked question. How did I learn to dance? Basically, long story short, I've never taken a formal dance class in my life. Everything that I do is self-taught. And the way I did it is I just watched YouTube videos of like Michael Jackson and other dancers that I really like, and I just kind of copied what I did, and it fucking sucked at first, and eventually it got to the point where it doesn't suck as much. Will I ever do dance tutorials? No. Real talk, I'm not that great. I am above average probably. You know, like if I walk down the street and challenge everybody to a dance off, there's a good chance that I'll probably dance a little bit better than, you know, the average person. But I'm not qualified to do a dance tutorial at all. I'm nothing special. You're never gonna see me winning a dance competition. So, no. You know, I'm a casual dancer. I dance for fun. And honestly, I was kind of hesitant to put dancing in my videos in the first place, but I used it for a joke in a couple videos, and people really liked it. They asked for more, and I figured, well, you know, even though I don't have that much confidence in my dancing, you know, I was just like, fuck it, it's not terrible. I don't dance terrible, and people like it, and you know, it's unique. I can't think of any other League of Legends YouTubers that is known for dancing. So I figured, hey, that's a good way to separate me from the rest of the crowd. And that's what you kind of need to do in something like this. So I went with it. It's not. I know a lot of people think that I'm probably just trying to show off. That's not the case. That's not the case at all. I'm not that type of person. I don't give a shit what people think about me. Why the fuck would I try and show off to people? That is so pointless. Next question. This is a good question. Why do I make videos? Now, the long answer is my life story. So I'm not going to get into that right now. If I do a draw my life ever, then you'll find out the long answer. But the short answer, I've always wanted to be an entertainer. Back growing up, I actually wanted to be a professional wrestler. I know that sounds ridiculous, but fuck it, whatever. That's just part of me. So for like most of my life, from the age of 12 to like 20 something, I was actually planning on being a professional wrestler. And yes, I did actually start going to wrestling academies and stuff. I was at Booker T's academy for a while, just a couple months. And it was a lot of fun. It was hella fun. I kind of grew out of wrestling. I don't really watch wrestling anymore. I don't really care. Kind of got shitty, especially after Shawn Michaels retired. There was really no point in me watching. But I've always wanted to be an entertainer, mostly because growing up, throughout high school especially, I was suffering from depression. I wanted to kill myself. I was really suicidal. I know that sounds ridiculous or something, but that's just how it was. You know, it was a really big problem for me. But watching wrestling, especially looking up to those guys and stuff, they were kind of like a beacon of hope. You know, it was something to take my mind off of everything that was bugging me, and I really looked up to that. There was a part of me that really wanted to be able to do that for somebody else. You know, if somebody's going through a hard time, I wanted them to be able to tune into wrestling or whatever, and then see me and be like, you know what, that guy's cool. I can forget about whatever's bothering me. Of course, I'm kind of doing that, but in a different way. You know, I'm not really a wrestler. Don't really look like a wrestler, but I'm still able to entertain people. I'm still able to, you know, according to you guys, I'm still able to make you guys smile. So to me, that's pretty good. This is basically what I've always wanted to do, just in a different form. So that's why I make videos, because I've always wanted to be an entertainer, and I just love doing this. Alright, this next one I'm going to just combine into one. Who was my first champion? How did I get into League? And who was my first main? So basically, I got into League by Bryan. You know him as the cunt who stole my Gangplank Penta in a couple of videos back. He basically downloaded League on my computer without asking me, because a lot of my friends were playing League at the time, but I didn't, because it kind of intimidated me. I don't like the top-down thing or the strategic thing. I thought it was going to be like StarCraft. I can't fucking play that to save my life. He downloaded it on my computer without asking me, and they were just like, all right, let's play. And I was like, well, fuck, shit, okay, whatever, because I didn't have anything to do. And they were patching or something. They were doing something where we were sitting there, and I asked, hey, should I do the tutorial real quick? And Bryan, being the fuckface that he is, was just like, nah, you don't need the tutorial. Just play a game with us. We'll teach you how to play on the fly. So, being the idiot that I am, I trusted him. Naturally, that did not go well, because I was a completely new player playing with 2 level 30s. So, I fed like a fucking monster. But I didn't know who to play at all. I've never played a game like this, so I didn't know what I could do. So I ended up choosing Akali because her ultimate's name is Shadow Dance. So I was like, oh cool, she dances. Of course, my friends tried to tell me that she doesn't dance, but I was like, fuck it, shut up. I'm just gonna pick her. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just gonna pick this chick. So Akali was my first champion that I ever played. And naturally, I fed. My friends were carrying the game, and they had like taken all of the Nexus towers and stuff, so the Nexus was completely open. I didn't know what the hell I was doing, and I only had a vague idea of the point of the game. I didn't really understand it. So I just happened to wander into the enemy base, while the rest of my team was fighting an intense 4v5 team fight somewhere else on the map. Because I didn't know what I was doing, and they weren't really telling me what to do. So I walk into the base, and I see this giant-ass hexagon-looking thing. I'm like, what the fuck is this? And I ask my friends, I'm like, hey, guys, should I hit this thing? And they look up, see that I'm standing right next to the fucking Nexus with nobody to stop me, and they're just like, yes! Hit it! Hit it! So, you know, I hit it, and I won us the game by backdooring like a fucking little bitch. But, naturally, I didn't really have that much fun during the game because I was like 0-28. I might have gotten 1 kill, I don't know. So, I played a couple of games after that. I didn't really know what I was doing. I was kind of getting tired of losing repeatedly and not knowing what the hell I was doing. And I played what I said was going to be my last game of League of Legends. And I picked a champion by random that I had never played before, and that champion was Katarina. And that was the first time that I ever had fun playing League of Legends. It was so much fun. You know, I love the playstyle of just jumping around, doing a shit ton of damage, and being really easy to kill. You know, basically assassins. So I immediately fell in love, and Katarina became my first main. So yeah, that's how I got into League. That was my first champion, and that was my first main. Katarina and Akali. Alright, next question. If Yasuo never existed, who would I main? Real talk, if Yasuo didn't exist, I probably would have actually quit League. But at the time that Yasuo came out, I was starting to get really burned out with League. And I was kind of starting to just, just losing interest. Because I've been playing since 2000 something, like 11 or something like that. Or 10. Leona was the first champion that came out. So whenever that was, that's when I started playing the game. So I've been playing for a really long time. And I was just kind of getting tired of it. So if Yasuo didn't exist, I probably would have quit. But who I mained before Yasuo was Master Yi. Now Yasuo came out at the perfect time because basically I was in the middle of basically what I call a samurai boner, which is when I was just indulging myself in as much samurai stuff as possible. I was rewatching Rurouni Kenshin, I was watching a bunch of old samurai movies and stuff. I was playing like Way of the Samurai, that old game. If you ever played that, it was a great game. It was so much fun. And League didn't have a samurai champion at the time, so I just settled with Master Yi. Now, fun fact, it was the season that Master Yi got his rework. Before Master Yi got the rework, I actually used to main AP Master Yi. If you don't know what that is, if that sounds ridiculous, go look up old clips of that. It is fucking hilarious. It was so much fun, but so stupid, and it really is a good thing that they changed it because it was so broken. But I used to main that, and then they reworked the champion. That's when the Samurai Boner came out, and I was just sitting there like, well, I want to play Master Yi, but I didn't want to jungle him because Devourer didn't exist yet. So I was like, you know what? Let me see if I can still play Master Yi mid, even if he's AD and reworked. And turns out you could. You still can today. It's just better to play him in the jungle because Devourer exists. I figured that out and I was like, alright, you know what? I'm just going to main Master Yi mid. And yes, a lot of people, called me a troll and shit, but I didn't fucking care. It worked. It was really good. I was good at it. Main Master Yi, and that's when I was starting to get really burnt out. I was kind of on the tail end of my interest. And then the first teaser for Yasuo came out. And from the very first teaser, when it was just the letter from Yone that was painting Yasuo as a criminal, from the moment I saw that, I knew that Yasuo was going to be my main. I didn't even know anything about his kit. I didn't give a shit how shitty he was, how good he was, how hard he was, how easy he was. I didn't care. I saw that and I was like, whoever this is going to be the champion that I main for basically the rest of my life. And that has stayed true. So, but yeah, Master Yi was my main before that. Oh man, how much money have I spent on League of Legends? How did I get all of the skins? Alright, before I tell you how much money it is, let me just tell you that most of this money that I spent was when I was still living with my parents but had a job at the same time. Okay, so I had a bunch of expendable income coming in with no real bills to pay. Okay, and I'm not a social person. I don't have much of a social life, so I didn't really have anything to spend money on. All of that money that I got during that time is how I spent this much money. Okay, there's no way that I could do it now that I'm living on my own and I actually have bills to pay. There's no way I could do it. But to answer your question, how much money have I spent on League? I think it's up to $3,400 or something like that. I know it's over 3,000. I've lost count after that. It's a lot. This is a free-to-play game. I spent a lot of money on this game. So, that sounds ridiculous, but that's the price you pay for being a fucking idiot. Oh, I got this question a lot. How do I manage my hair? What do I do to keep my hair looking the way it does? I don't really do much. I take a shower, I comb it every day, I shampoo and all that stuff. I have some leave-in conditioner that I put in, and that's basically it. I don't really do anything special. It's natural. This is natural, so I don't really do anything to it. But the reason you think it looks amazing a lot of the time is mostly because it looks best when it's wet, and I usually get on camera after I get out of the shower. Okay, I don't show you my hair when it looks like this, or when it looks like this, or when it looks like this. I make sure that when I get on camera, it looks like this, okay? Sorry to break the illusion, but trust me, I have my bad hair days too, okay? Trust me. Next question. Do I have a girlfriend? No. As for why, well, you know, I think it's finally time that I come out and say this, guys. You know, it's been a very influential year, very inspiring year. You know, with the whole gay marriage being legalized in the U.S. and I've been hiding this from you guys for a long time. Only my friends know, only my close friends know, but I think it's finally time that I come out and say this. That the truth is, I hate people. God. Oh, it feels so good. Oh, I feel uplifted. No, but seriously, if it happens, it happens, but I'm not fucking looking for it. I don't really give a shit. Next question. Why is my name Trinimmortal? Okay, I'm going to clear the confusion with people who think that my name is in reference to Tryndamere. I know it sounds similar, okay, but here's the thing. I've been using Trinimmortal since I was in high school. Way back, before League even existed. Now, when I started playing League and I saw that there was a champion named Tryndamere and his ultimate makes him immortal, I did think to myself, hey, it'd be cool if I mained Tryndamere, because then my name will kind of make sense. Yay, ha ha ha. But, you know, the first time I saw Tryndamere, he just showed up out of nowhere and two-shot me. So I was like, you know what? Fuck this champion. So, no, my name is not anything related to Tryndamere. Basically, here's how it went. As I told you before, I was born in Trinidad, so there's the Trini. I also mentioned earlier that I grew up wanting to be a professional wrestler, and you know how a lot of wrestlers, they have like a nickname thing, like The Rock is the People's Champion, the Stone Cold Steve Austin is the Texas Rattlesnake, Shawn Michaels is the Heartbreak Kid. You know, I was thinking of my own for that. I was trying to think of a gimmick, and the gimmick I came up with was the Immortal Warrior. I know it sounds all cringy and shit, but just bear with me. Basically, the gimmick was going to be just a dude who, just, you know, a generic babyface character that, oh, my spirit will never die, I've got the warrior spirit, I'll never die, you know, all that shit. Point is, that was the gimmick that I had in mind for all that time, and I needed to make a screen name for online for whatever reasons, you know, for some game or something. So I took Trinidad and Immortal, and I smashed it together, and I got Trinimmortal. That's basically it. Next question. Why do I play with locked camera? Okay, I started playing the game with locked camera. I've played it since the beginning with locked camera, because when I played unlocked, I couldn't see myself. I just lost track of myself. But when I played with locked camera, I could actually see myself. And I never stopped doing that once I learned to lock my camera. You know, I've played like that for the past however many years. You know, it seems to work out for me because I'm in platinum. Okay? So even, like, I know some people say that it's shit, but whatever, it fucking works for me, so who the hell cares? You know, I'm plat, so clearly I'm doing, it's not bad enough to hold me down. I do unlock my camera and look around to see things that I need to see as I'm going into things. So it's not like I 100% lock camera, it's just that for the most part, I am locked camera, so, you know. Yes, I know I can unlock the camera and then put it back on me, but fuck that. I already know how to play the game with locked camera. Why the fuck am I gonna change it? Just because most people do it the other way. Like, fuck that. Fuck all that shit. It works for me, that's all that matters. Alright, next question. Marry, fuck, kill. Kyo Fujibayashi, Kirino Kosaka, or who's the last one? Alright, Chitoge Kirisaki. I guess kill Kirino, not that I have anything against her, but I mean, she's just the worst out of all of them. Fuck Kyo and then marry Chitoge. Yeah, that. Alright, next question. How did I come up with my series? The Last Pick series and the Beat League series. Very similar ways. I pulled them out of my ass. Basically, the Last Pick series, the first Last Pick video, the Alistar one, was just because I had played a ranked game, and I can't remember if I was Last Pick, but I know I was stuck with support. So I didn't know who to pick, so I just picked Alistar, and I did really well. And I don't play Alistar, so I was like, fuck it, I got a lot of good footage here. I want to make this into a video somehow, but I have no idea how to make it a video. And I was like, what if I do a champion guide? And I was like, I don't know, I don't really qualify to make a guide over Alistar. And that's when I said, well, what if I do like a bullshit champion guide? You know? And that's kind of how it was born. I just kind of like went with it, you know? And the whole, are you last pick? Are you getting stuck with blah, 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 all that shit? Basically, the elevator pitch for the last pick series is a cross between a used car salesman who only has a vague idea of what he's talking about and a really shitty, angry infomercial. Because you know how infomercials, a lot of them, they're just like, are you tired of hitting your toe on the bedside table or some shit? You know, they ask those stupid ass questions and shit like that. That's kind of how I started it. You know, that's how I got the idea for the Are You Last Pick, that whole intro. You know, so that's basically how the Last Pick series was born. As for the Beat League series, I needed to get something that was gonna get people's attention, and I didn't really know how to do that. And also, I spent over $3,000 on this game, so I was like, I should probably find a way to make use of all of these skins, because not many people are in my situation where they're stupid enough to spend that much money on the game. And so I thought about it, and I was like, okay, what if I make one of my usual bold-faced statements where I say I'm going to just beat League of Legends. I just arbitrarily define beating League of Legends and say, fuck it, this is beating League of Legends, I'm gonna do it, and let's do it. And that's what I did. It's basically what I did. So yeah, they were both pulled out of my ass. This is a good question. Why do I like anime? There's a lot of reasons why I like anime, but the main reasons, I think, are that, first off, anime has always been very aesthetically pleasing to me. You know, I like the art style. I've always liked the art style. Way back, when I was young, you know, the shows that were anime that I didn't even know were anime, things like Rurouni Kenshin and Dragon Ball Z and Pokemon, you know, stuff like that. I would watch them and I'm like, these cartoons look a lot better than these other cartoons that I watched. And I also enjoyed them more. So there's that. And then even now in adulthood, I don't really know how to explain it. I feel like anime can get away with a lot more things than real life shows can get away with. You know, anime can be a lot more over the top with their expressions. They can be a lot more over the top with the storyline. They can be really dramatic. And I like all that shit. I like all the corny, dramatic shit. I like all the cliches, all the tropes. I just like the style. I like the humor. I like basically everything about anime. I mean, there's not really an exact answer for it. It's just anime, when everything comes together, when the art comes together, when the music comes together, when the acting comes together, when the story writing comes together, when all of that stuff comes together, it puts everything else to shame in my eyes. You know, I don't really like any kind of live action stuff, like, you know, Western things. Like, I don't watch TV at all. I think the only thing that I watch on TV is Game of Thrones. And that's mostly because I've watched the first however many seasons, so I might as well just finish it. But that's all I watch. I don't even watch movies. I don't give a shit about movies. But anime I always watch because it's what I like. I know that not everybody likes anime, and that is perfectly fine, but it's what I like. So if you don't fucking like that, then bye. You know? Like, I've never understood why people who like anime get made fun of so much. I guess it might just be because there's a vocal minority of anime fans who make the rest of us look like fucking idiots. And some people might think that I'm one of those vocal anime fans and make everybody look like idiots, but I don't really see it that way, you know? It's like, I see it no different than liking anything. But whatever, you know, it's whatever. I like anime because I like anime. It fits my tastes. I can't really explain it any other way. Next question. Why am I so mean to Nora? She's just so stupid. Like, she makes it so easy. She's just so fucking dumb. I swear to God. No, but seriously, I know that sounds mean, but first off, I don't think I make fun of her that much. I don't think I'm that mean to her. Like, I'm not more mean to her than I am to my other friends. The thing is, guys, the thing you need to understand is, within my group of friends, we're all assholes, especially to each other. You know, we make fun of each other all the time. We say rude things to each other all the time. So Trust me, it's not one-sided. It's not just me verbally abusing her. We're all insulting each other. It doesn't always get into the videos because a lot of it happens off screen. But trust me, we are all assholes to each other. It's just that Nora is so dumb. She makes it so easy. Like, it's just so easy to fuck with her. Like, really easy. So, I don't think I'm that mean to her, but it's whatever. Also, let me just mention, I've seen a lot of you trying to ship me and Nora together. That's not gonna happen, guys. She's my friend's sister. What the hell? Come on, bro code, all that shit. That's not, come on. Come on. Just because there's a female in the room does not mean that she immediately wants my dick, okay? Trust me. Trust me. But, fun fact, she's probably gonna hate me for saying this, but, she initially came in to the group as a fan. She started off as a fangirl. Apparently, she had seen my videos, and of course, she's my friend's sister. So she was like, hey, I want to meet him and, you know, meet your friends and play with us. So yeah, she came in as a fangirl. She might not be happy with me saying that, but... And the last question is, do I like what I do? Yes. I absolutely love what I do. Guys, here's the thing. I mentioned it before, but this is essentially what I've always wanted to do, which is just entertain people. YouTube has given me the opportunity to really just do whatever I want. You know, I don't have a boss telling me what to do here or anything. It's just whatever crazy, silly ideas I come up with in my head, I'm able to actually put into motion and put it out there. And to me, it's incredible that there are people out there who want to see those wacky things that go on in my head, you know, come to life in video form. So yes, I absolutely love what I do. It is a lot of work. It is difficult to do while also working part-time and you know, in school and all that. It's, you know, it's hard to manage sometimes, but in the end, it's worth it. I wouldn't do this if it wasn't worth it. I don't do this for the money or anything. I'm not making much money off of this. I'm not even making minimum wage off of this right now. You know, I do this because I love to do this. I would absolutely love to do this full time, but right now I just can't. Hopefully, as I continue to grow, as I continue to rise in popularity, I'd be able to go full time with this. That would be amazing. That would be best case scenario, because there's really nothing else I want to do other than just make YouTube videos. But for right now, I gotta pay my bills. So, but yes, I do absolutely love what I do, and I am incredibly grateful for all of you guys for allowing me to do this and essentially make my dreams come true. You know, it's really cool. So thank you. I love you guys. I can't replace you guys. I would be absolutely nothing without you guys. So thank you. Anyway, I've been talking for a while now, so that must mean that I'm done. I know there's a lot of questions that I didn't answer. I'm sure there will be a time where I will do another Q&A, so if I didn't answer your question, I'm sorry. Try again another time. But there were so many questions, oh my god. Also, a lot of people asked me for my top 5 favorite anime, and I did answer that. I have the footage. I answered that question, but it took me like 9 minutes to answer because I really ended up talking about anime for a long time. So rather than make this video longer, I'm just gonna go ahead and make it its own video. So if you want to know my top 5 favorite anime, then go ahead, click the link, you'll see it, and cool, you know? Anyway, guys, thank you for watching, thank you for supporting me, thank you for making me who I am today, and allowing me to do all of this. I will see you guys this Friday for the next Trinimmortal Beats League, the Hacker Room video. And yeah, thank you and goodbye.